If you met a woman that you found attractive tomorrow, would you know what to do to make her feel attracted to you and to get to the point where you start sleeping with her and get into a relationship with her? Or would you be like many guys and just be hoping that something happens, or feel stuck when you're interacting with a woman like that, or maybe not feel confident enough? Or maybe you're able to make her feel some attraction, but then you don't move things forward because you're unsure how to do it, or you doubt yourself, or you overthink it, and the opportunity then just slips through your fingers, right? You were so close, she was attracted, she was interested, but you didn't take that next step. You were unsure how to do it, you lacked the confidence, and so on. And it's very important for you as a man to know how to do this, because in almost all cases, a woman would rather go without being with a guy, even if she likes him, than have to take on the traditional male role of being the one who pursues, who moves things forward, and make something happen. So, for example, a woman doesn't want to be interacting with a guy and say, hey, give me a number, I'll take you out sometime. Or, hey, do you have a girlfriend? Maybe we could start dating. Or reach her hands out and pull him in towards her and start kissing him, right? Women don't want to take on that role, not because they're lazy or they're incapable of doing it, but there are so many reasons why women don't want to do that. And it's built into nature, for one, right? Women have a smaller area in their brain dedicated to sexual pursuit compared to men. Women have a very small amount of testosterone in their body compared to men, and testosterone is something that when women get on, right, they start doing testosterone therapy, which then makes them end up looking masculine, by the way, so it's not recommended. But when women get on testosterone, they then start to masturbate more and they start to think about sex and initiate sex more, because testosterone is something that causes that sexual drive. Now, women do get a bump in testosterone around the point in the month where they're ovulating, so when they can get pregnant. And to avoid the woman becoming masculine, the woman then experiences a peak in progesterone, and that counteracts it. But essentially, women aren't designed, they aren't wired to be going after sex like men are. That's the biological part of it. But then there's also the other part to it where most men will have sex with a woman if she says yes, right? If she looks good, the man doesn't really care if it's going to result in a long-term relationship or not. He looks at her and it's just an instant yes in his mind. So if she says yes to having sex with a man, if she makes it obvious that she wants to be with him, in almost all cases, the man will happily have sex with her, even if he doesn't really like her, right? So women try to avoid getting themselves into that sort of situation where they're pursuing a guy and making it obvious that they want to be with him, because that will result in them getting with guys who don't even really like them anyway. And a final reason is that women need to see that you have the confidence to go after what you want in life, rather than being a guy who's just hoping that things are given to him, right? I hope that, if I am being nice at work sort of thing, then, maybe I'll get a promotion one day, rather than going after it, doing what he needs to go after the promotion. Or if he wants to achieve something in life or experience something in life, he goes after it. If he wants to be able to say something to someone or manage a situation, he handles it. He has the confidence to make something happen, rather than being a guy who's passive and just sort of, hope that everything happens for me. I hope that people will take pity on me or see that I'm just a really nice, innocent guy and, maybe the world will hand everything to me on a silver platter, right? The world doesn't work like that. It's quite savage out there. If you don't go after what you want, you usually won't get it. And people will stomp on you in the process if you're just being a passive guy, right? They'll push you to the side, they'll go after what they want, and you're then left thinking, well, geez, what happened there? And because men aren't instinctively looking for that type of emotional toughness in a woman, then it doesn't matter if they interact with a woman and she seems a bit shy or insecure, right? Some guys don't like shy girls, but if she's pretty, the guy will usually have sex with her anyway if he has a chance, right? But if a woman is interacting with a man and he seems to be self-doubting and passive and basically waiting for everything to be handed to him, she's not going to feel attracted to him, because women are looking for emotional toughness in men. So hopefully that helps you understand why in almost all cases, even if a woman really likes a guy, she would rather go without than have to take on the traditional male role and also the male role that is built in to nature. Right? Women would rather not have to become the man in order to get with a man, right? They would rather continue being a woman and the man step up and be the man and make something happen. So that leads me to the mistakes that guys make with this and what you need to do instead to go from attracting a woman to actually sleeping with her and having a relationship with her. So mistake number 1, waiting for her to make it obvious that she wants to take things to the next level with him. So imagine that you're talking to a woman for the first time, whether you meet her at a bar, at a party, or through friends, or you're on a date with her and you've just met for the first time. How are you going to know if she wants you to take things to the next level? What are you going to be looking for? What sort of signs? How obvious will she need to make it to you that you're welcome to initiate touch with her, or that it's time to move in for a kiss, or that it's okay for you to suggest that you and her go for a walk together after the date, or head back to your place and hang out, or if you're in a bar or at a party, sit on a sofa and hang out? And how obvious is she going to need to make it for you that you can then put your arm around her if you're sitting on a sofa or a couch together, and then bring her in and start kissing you? How obvious does she need to make it? What sort of signs are you going to be looking for? Well, the thing is, if you're looking for certain signs, then you're going to get stuck, because women all behave differently. Sometimes you'll interact with a woman and she'll make it really obvious that she likes you. She'll be super keen and you'll just feel it. You'll be like, okay, it's on. I can move in for a kiss here, or I can hug her, or I can say, let's sit on a sofa over there and hang out and get to know each other. But other times a woman will really like you and you'll really like her. You'll find her very attractive and she'll be cool, calm, and collected. And she may even seem a little bit disinterested because she wants to see if you're able to remain confident regardless of how she's behaving, right? Are you going to lose confidence now because she's not being reassuring, or are you going to lose interest? Are you only interested if a woman is showing you lots of interest? Is it going to be the sort of relationship between you and her that she has to be on all the time and showing you interest and reassuring you in order for you to want her? Or are you a guy who can maintain his own confidence and not need a woman to constantly be reassuring him that she likes him in order for him to feel confident? Additionally, sometimes you'll be interacting with a woman who's very attractive and that you really like, and she seems like she has a great personality and you and her would be a great match, but she will actively, playfully mess with you to see how you react, right? She'll playfully push you away in terms of how she's talking to you. And she may even say something like she only sees you as a friend, or she's not looking to date right now, or something like that, to see how you're going to react. One of the things to really understand about this is that it's not women being a pain in the butt and being unnecessarily difficult. Instead, women present an opportunity for you as a man to become stronger. Women are our natural opposites, and they actually work in a way that benefits us. Right? When you're able to be confident enough around a woman and not lose confidence, have your own emotional independence, it not only makes women feel attracted to you, but it also makes other people in life respect you, right? When you're in a work situation, or you're hanging out with friends, or you're around family, and they notice that you're so much more confident now, you're so much more emotionally independent, you're not relying on them and their reactions in order to feel good about yourself, suddenly they respect you more. And in work situations, that results in management looking at you as the sort of man who can be promoted into management or leadership, because you're not relying on other people to make you feel good. Additionally, you're not getting butthurt and annoyed if other people are not trying to make you feel good about yourself. In fact, you have so much confidence and you feel so good about yourself that you have the emotional availability to be able to make other people feel good about themselves, to focus on them, to listen to them, to talk to them, and make them feel seen and heard, because you don't actually need that from them. And all of a sudden, that turns you into a leader, right? People see you as a leader. So while in the moment it might feel a bit frustrating, annoying, and difficult if a woman isn't being reassuring all the time, at the end of the day, it results in a benefit to you. It makes you stronger as a man, and not only then makes her respect you and feel attracted to you and want to be with you, but it also makes you feel better about yourself, and it makes other people respect you and like you so much more. So if you're interacting with a woman and you're making her feel attracted, but are waiting for her to make it obvious that she wants you to take things to the next level, then you're going to screw up most of the opportunities that you have. And what you need to do is what I'll explain later in the video. For now, mistake number 2, waiting for her to text first. When I think about this mistake, it reminds me of the meme that sometimes floats around on social media, where the guy is wearing the princess dress and he is saying, I was waiting for you to text first, something along those sort of lines. And that's how a woman essentially thinks of a guy when he says something like that. And for some guys, they may feel like, well, why can't a woman text first? Why do I have to be the one that texts first? Why is it all on me? And the thing is, it's not. Sometimes a woman will text first, but sometimes a man will be texting with a woman, they'll be texting back and forth, and he'll send the last text in the exchange where it seems like he was showing some interest, and she didn't reply. And he's then thinking, well, I can't send another text now because it's going to make me seem needy. I'm going to seem desperate. I'm going to lose value. No, you're not. A man just goes after what he wants. He's not worried about what the woman may or may not think. And at the end of the day, when a man confidently goes after what he wants, not in a needy way, not in a desperate way, but he confidently goes after what he wants, the woman respects him. She feels attracted to him. She sees him as the man. But if he's sitting there, looking at his phone all the time, like, why isn't she texting me back? He's essentially hoping that the woman stands up and says, all right, I'm going to be the man here. I'm going to make something happen between me and this guy. Right. Well, text him. Yep. Well, let's catch up. Right. Come over to my place. Let's hang out. What's been going on, boy? Right. And text him and make something happen when in reality, he should be sending her a text. Hey, girl, what's happening? Or, hey, whatever her name is. How's things? Or send her a text of something that he's been up to and say, how's your day going? Or how you been? Or send her something that is private humor between him and her. Send something. Make something happen rather than waiting for her to text and just being like, well, I should be the one that is being pursued, right? Because I've put all this work into my physical appearance and I'm doing better in my job now. So she should be pursuing me, right? She should take on the traditional male role and pursue. In almost all cases, the woman is just not going to do that, right? Sometimes a woman definitely will text first because it's just a text, right? She can send a hey or how you doing or whatever it may be, but she still wants the man to then take on the traditional male role and make something happen. Another mistake is thinking that she needs him to share his feelings first. In almost all cases, a woman doesn't need you to share your feelings for her first in order to kiss you and have sex with you. Instead, the process of going from attracting a woman to sleeping with her is very simple. It's not rocket science. It's something that men do all over the world, and it works right away. And that is, you simply make her feel attracted by displaying some traits that attract women. So, for example, if you're being confident, or you're using some flirting, or you're using some humor, you seem socially intelligent, you seem emotionally masculine, whatever attractive traits you are displaying, you make the woman feel some attraction for you. And if she's interested, you shoot your shot. It's not any more complicated than that, right? Guys who think that it is more complicated than that will be interacting with a woman and she'll be feeling some attraction or interest. And he'll be thinking that there are, maybe 10 more steps that he needs to go through before he shoots his shot, before he pulls her in for a kiss, or he suggests that they sit down on a sofa and hang out, and then he eventually puts his arm around her and he pulls her in, they start kissing, or he suggests that they go for a walk after a date and they end up hugging and kissing, or he suggests that they go back to his place and they hang out, they end up kissing and having sex, right? It doesn't get very complicated. When a guy thinks that he needs to do more than that, he will often get stuck and he'll be thinking, well, maybe the woman's going to make it really obvious to me that she wants to be with me sexually, or maybe I need to do 5 or 10 more things here before I'm worthy to shoot my shot. Whereas guys who have the confidence just to get on with it, they get results, right? And I'll suggest a video at the end of this video that will help you become more confident around women and understand what confident men do around women. And before I do that, I'll mention that if you like what you're learning in this video and you're interested in learning what to say and do to display the traits that make women feel sexually and romantically attracted to you, then you might want to check out my Attraction Mastery video lesson series. The guys who are learning my Attraction Mastery secrets, they're getting results like this, where they kiss women within minutes of meeting them, they have sex with women on the first night that they meet them, and this is not just one of the guys who are learning, it happens again and again and again, it just keeps happening, right? Guys who understand how to do this, when they understand what to say and do, and they have the confidence to act on that, this is what happens. And it's difficult for some guys to see how that could be possible, sleeping with multiple women multiple days in a row. Not that you need to do that, right? I know that some guys just want to be able to get a girlfriend, and that's fine. But this is the sort of power that you can enjoy when you understand how to make women feel sexually attracted to you, and you have the confidence to then shoot your shot and not just give up or get stuck at that point where she is interested, but then you don't know what to say or do, or you don't have the confidence to make your move. And now here's the video that I said I'd recommend for you. So if you're interested in learning further, click on the video now and continue learning, or head over to masterattraction.com and begin watching the Attraction Mastery video lesson series.